Good day and welcome back to another episode of the Inside Out Perspective. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about a discussion I'm having on a Facebook page where the question was posed, is Jesus Christ the perfect sacrifice or the unblemished sacrifice? And of course my answer to that is absolutely yes. But it's very interesting to see what this Muslim claims is the truth. But first, a bit of paperwork, and I just want to say thank you to those new subscribers to my channel. And you must understand, from a video creator's point of view, I haven't been doing this a long time, the only acknowledgement we get is subscriptions and comments. So I'm doing this all on my own time, at my own expense, for evangelism purposes. That's where I believe God's called me to. So comments and subscriptions are fantastic, and I just want to say thank you. So join me on this episode, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe down below and join me on this journey as we discover that Jesus Christ is the perfect sacrifice and the unblemished Lamb. So the gentleman I'm having this discussion with is a gentleman by the name of Daud Ali. Now his claim is Jesus the perfect unblemished sacrifice? And of course my answer to him was absolutely yes. That was my first answer. So he says, yes, but according to Leviticus 22, was Jesus unblemished? And of course, straight away I can see where he's going, because Jesus was beaten and whipped. So he's going to relate the physical appearance of Jesus' sacrifice to the physical appearance of the sacrificed animals. And this is typical of Islam, because they tend to lose the significance of the spiritual understanding behind things. And we see this when we have a look at the Abrahamic faith, where Abraham was called to sacrifice Isaac, where Muslims now twist that and go say it's Ishmael. But really, does that really matter which son was sacrificed? Because the spiritual significance behind that is that the true God of creation is going to bring a substitute sacrifice in the future, a blood offering for the remission of your sins, or a blood offering for the payment of your sins, which we saw right in Genesis 3. When Adam and Eve sinned against God, what happened? What did God do? God went and slaughtered an animal to clothe them, so they didn't see their nakedness. And that is the first indication of the sacrifice which Yahweh makes to restore his children back into the realm of eternity with him. Yet here we have our Muslim friend having a look at Leviticus 22 and saying, is Jesus the unblemished lamb? Now if we go to Leviticus 22 20, which is the verse he quotes, and we just go back one more verse, this is how I answered him. I asked him the question, if we have a look at verse 19, it specifically states it needs to be a male bull, a sheep, or a goat. So I asked him the simple question, where is a reference to Jesus being transformed into a male bull, sheep, or goat? And of course I got the abuse of I'm ignorant and I don't know. And the question was designed to show his inability to see the relationship between the spiritual significance of the unblemished sacrifice of the Old Testament. Because if we have a look at it in logic, does an animal sin? Did the bull sin? Did the lamb sin? Or did the goat sin? And absolutely not. So the spiritual significance we see there is that the unblemished part, or the perfect part, or the best first choice of the crop is seen as the spiritual significance of our human nature, and our human nature is sinful, and that is the relationship. And as soon as you go there in honesty and in truthfulness and with integrity, and we look at the Quran, we see that the Quran confirms Jesus as the sinless person, or the sinless prophet, the only sinless prophet in the Quran. And as soon as Muslims understand that and grasp that, they've got a dilemma, because their dilemma relates to that Jesus is the sinless, unblemished sacrifice for your sin and your restoration back to heaven. So, on the thought of, is Jesus your perfect sacrifice? Remember, the Quran points to it. Surah 3:45 says that Jesus Christ, the Messiah, the one who saves, the anointed one, is the word of Allah. And I leave you with this final question. Which race are you running?